Hey, it's that time. It's the time where we go over my weekly results and what I've done through the week. And so this is edition number 2 for those of you that care about what's going on. And I hope you're having a great week and a great start to the year. And you know what? I hope that I'm looking okay. Somebody in the last video said that I looked exhausted. I don't feel exhausted. I feel great. Maybe I need to work on, you know, some of my wrinkles. But anyways, uh, let's go ahead and jump right in. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all of our results here for the week. Okay. Now, the first thing, this is a gold. I'm going to do a gold analysis too. Maybe I'll do that in a separate video, but let's start with my results. So I've got how many different trading accounts? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 accounts. And so I've got a weekly stat and a yearly. So far on the year, I am down in all 7 accounts. Ouch. Not fun. I started at 34,000 and I'm currently at 29,000. So a pretty heavy drop across the board. My 52 trades, that's a call service that I run. My $1 Million Forex, that is a manual Forex account. My Infinite Edge Robot is a robot Forex account. My Crypto Strategy, this is just a buy and hold crypto. Orca is basically a Sol account, SOL, Solana. It's down $861 on the year. Then I have Backdoor Income, which is a credit spreads. Then DCA, which is dollar cost average. And then we have the 2024 totals, which is down across the board. So out of all of my accounts, I'm down in every single one last week. Now, the good news is that, last week I was up with 2 accounts and down with 5. So let's start with some of the different accounts. We got 52 trades. That's a call service, and just some of the trades went against me. I'm not going to go into all the details there. I had a Tesla trade on there. That one was probably my biggest loser. And then I have IWM. So we could take a look at my IWM trade. IWM, iShares Russell, oh, wow. Maybe I am exhausted. iShares Russell 2000. So we had this pretty awesome trend line right here, and it broke above, and so I went long. Now, I didn't close it yet because there was a longer time frame trend line that I was watching. Okay, you can see if we go ahead on this time frame, and you got it, right? And these little red circles here, it's got a red and a green circle. Green means that it's bullish, red means bearish, right? So right here we have a bullish circle, and as long as we're above this, I'm just going to hang on to this trade. So that's the biggest loser so far. If we can settle out and bounce right here, we'll be in good shape. Okay, so that's IWM. That's what's really driving this account. Now I want to go over the 2 Forex accounts for everybody. This is actually pretty exciting. This is my $1 Million Forex. Okay, now this is down so far right here, down $113. Not too bad, but overall I'm up on the account. But again, this one here is a prop firm, and my goal is to pass this test, which I got to get to 55,000. So I started at 52,500, and I've got to make another 2,500. And I've been trading it pretty good. I've been trading it about a month now, and I'm up about 5%. So I'm pretty happy with it. But so far, year to date, I'm down. But let's go ahead and actually take a look at the account. Right now, my biggest anticipation here for a trade is this USD CAD trade. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. And you can see we've got a nice moving average moving up. Everything's looking good. This is a daily. I just entered this one. And so I like it. I got a nice stop loss here. What's the target? It's 72 pip stop loss with a nice 100 pip target. So we're going to see how this one goes, but I like where we're at. I think it's got a good opportunity here. So another trade that I'm doing pretty good is another CAD pair, or actually it's never mind. It's Australian yen. Australian yen, I have two positions. I've got one down here and then one right up here. And so this one's been in negative for a while, and then this one is in positive. And so between the two pairs, I'm just about break even. So if this comes down a little bit more, I'm just going to close them both because it's been kind of a headache and I've had a lot of negative swap. And it looks like it's wanting to go sideways. So I'm just going to, this is a 4-hour weekly chart. So I'm just going to let that handle. Okay, I'm just going to try to get out of it. Now, again, the point of this $1 million Forex, the whole point of the whole thing is that I'm trying to pass the test, and this is a 50K test. So as soon as I pass it, they're going to release 50,000 real dollars from that. It's currently trading. It's currently just a demo, but as soon as I pass, I'm going to get access to the 50,000. And the account that I'm using, the prop firm is called Global Prop Trader, and I'll release that link below. Now, another thing to note about this, once I get into the 50,000, I'm going to actively trade it to try to get into the $1 million, right? So that's why I have a 24 goal of getting into the 1 million, okay? So I'm just going to do it like that. And consistency is going to be the key. Next week at the podcast, I'm going to talk about consistency, how important it is. And so we're going to be consistent in updating my weekly trades, and we're going to see how we grow this year. Okay, and which one out of all these strategies, which ones is going to hit me my $1 million? I'm actually thinking that it's going to be the crypto strategy, but right now I think it's my most chance for million is crypto and Forex. But we'll see. There's some other opportunities out there. I think the 52 trades could be a sleeper, could make something happen, and possibly the backdoor income as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. This is actually not out of the question either, the Orca, right? So, all right. Let's clear that out. So let's take a look now at the Infinite Edge robot. This is a trading robot that I run. And it's right, we're going to move it right over here. You can see that the robot is working. And so it's just running on 4 pairs. And right now there's no trades, not much to report. But last week we had one trade, I believe, one losing trade on it last week. And that was the pound New Zealand. Okay, so this was it. It entered short right here, and it went almost to the take profit, but then it ended up stopping out. So again, let me just show you what I mean. We entered here where that red arrow is, and then it came down, almost hit the take profit, which was the green line, but then it reversed on us, and we ended up stopping out right here. So it ended up being a $678 loser. But I was able to secure some of the profits on the way down. So I took a 336 and a 171. So between that, it's about $500. And so that means this was only like a $150 loser. So that's where we're at with that. Okay. So that's the Edge robot. You can see down this week. Crypto strategy, we're up 300. And the thing about crypto is I'm primarily investing in SHIB, and some of you guys think I'm crazy for that, but I'm just really involved in the community, and I'm actively participating in their network, and I see it's called a decentralized exchange, and I think it's really cool. So if you want any info on that, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to share, because I'm on all their groups and I'm participating on the Shibarium network. I'm burning SHIB, I'm buying SHIB. And so right now my balance is 13,397. That's when I started, but now I'm at 12,000. So I'm down about $1,000 on it. And we can go ahead and just take a look at the chart just real quick. I already did it yesterday, so you guys can go back to that video. But you can see it's pretty solid right now on a daily chart, just very similar to that USD CAD trade. You can just get a feel for it. You know, we're making a shelf here, and I think that you know, as long as we stay in here, and then when we break above, it'll be a great trade. So we'll see if this level holds. If not, then it's going to be a long haul for me, but I am buying more, right? So I've just been constantly buying on dips. So if it dips down here and then does this, I'm going to just keep buying, and I'm going to keep doing that, right? And so it's important that if you're investing in something that you understand the risk involved and understand that it could go to zero. So some people are like, it's a meme coin, it's going to go to zero. But there's so much infrastructure here and so much that have been built. It's not like a meme coin where there's no value and there's nothing really substantial here, because there really is. They've built a lot of stuff for this network. Okay. All right. So again, backdoor income is pretty interesting. I'm going to go to my Robinhood account, and I want to just show you so it's got week. It looks like I've made some money this week, but I made some pretty big mistakes on it as well. And I did a video where I talked about the mistake, but the mistake actually cost me $1,000. It started at 2,500, and so this account has been hammered. And so what I did was I bought a credit spread, but instead of buying the credit spread, I bought the wrong position. So it was really just a user error, and that cost me big time on this. So you can see I'm down pretty heavy, and the yearly is actually wrong. I'm down more than that. I'll adjust this later. Okay, so we talked about that. We talked about crypto. Let's talk about DCA. DCA is my M1 account. We're going to actually take a look at that. And I want you guys to see here what positions I'm in. Okay, so I recently told you guys that I was going in heavy on Match, and that I've done, and I'm up 3%. My goal is to double it. At the end of the week, I closed my Coinbase position. So let's take a look at Coin. I closed Coinbase, as you can see why. It was a monster trade, and I should have been monitoring it a little bit closer because I gave up a little more profit than what I should have. And so that's why monitoring these positions is really important. But I got a great trade out of Coinbase. And so I'm just going to stay off of this for a while, and that's okay. But right now I put a lot of my money into Match. And Match was interesting because it made a big spike last week on some news, and then I didn't close it. So right now I'm just still hanging on here. Yes, it's really beat up, but these are the kind of stocks that can make you a lot of money. If they bounce, which there was a guy that invested like $1 billion this week, and their revenues are growing. And so if we just kind of do the analysis here, I had gotten in initially because of this trend line, right? And so I'm just going to hang on to this as long as we hold that. And we've also got, a little bit of a wedge that we broke out of. And yeah, so I'm just investing in this. My goal is to try to double my money. I got in at 36. I'm trying to see if it'll get up here into this range. That's my target. My target is up here. So I want to double it. And if it goes down, I might consider to dollar cost average on this one because this is my dollar cost averaging account. I'm just planning on keeping adding in here. And so right now I also added McDonald's, which you guys saw my video on McDonald's yesterday. I added McDonald's. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep making moves on this account. As the stocks are going up, I'm going to hold them. When they start losing value, I'm going to get in. My goal is to try to double my account many times through some of these. So you can see I've doubled with Microsoft, doubled with Apple, doubled with Shopify, and I did like a 5x on that Coinbase trade, so that was pretty good. Let's take a look at Shop, which is my other trade that I have done really well on, and it's looking solid right now. That's a solid buy. You can see it broke out here on a weekly time frame after being in that zone for a while. So pretty solid. We might get up to this area up here. And I'm not sure how long I'm going to hold this one. The reason I got rid of the Coinbase is because the Bitcoin ETF came out, and there was a lot of talk saying that there won't be as much transactions on Coinbase. All right. So anyways, this is Shopify. If I could get back up here, this could be like a 10x or 100x even. So I'm going to hang on to this one for a little bit longer. Maybe we could get back up to the 160, 170. And so if you have any questions about any of the stocks in here, I can do a detailed deep dive on any one of them. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll be gladly oblige you. All right. So let's go back here. So what else did we look at? We looked at Edge. We looked at 52 trades. We looked at crypto. We did DCA, backdoor income, $1 million Forex. So the last one is Orca. And I'm going to show you a little bit about what Orca is all about. But it's, first of all, we're going to talk about Solana, SOL, USD. No, that's the futures chart. I don't want the futures. All right. So what on earth is that? Some kind of weirdo spike. We're going to get rid of that. They need to fix their data. All right. Okay. So Solana is just been beautiful for me. You can see the move that we have. We're currently sitting right on this trend line here. Let's take a look where our support level is. So if it breaks, there's this key level right here. So if it breaks this trend line, it could be some trouble. So we'll see. You know, crypto has been pretty strong right now, but it doesn't mean it's going to continue and automatically make new highs. I have talked about Solana in the past that I think it could make a new high, and if it does, I think that we could go even further up. But again, when you're dealing with these charts and with trading, you just never know when something's going to happen or if it's going to happen. And so if everybody's saying that it's going to happen, that usually means that it doesn't. And so that's what I'm looking at. And so what I've done on Orca, though, is you add what they call liquidity. And when you add liquidity, it allows you to receive interest on all the transactions here. And so if we go to this, these are all the different liquidity pools that are available. And for some reason, my wallet's not connecting. I need to approve it. There we go. Okay, so all of this gives you liquidity, and it gives you nice interest, right? And so if we go to our yearly interest here, let's go to, where is the stats? Right here. What's nice about this, settings, that's what I wanted to go to. You can look at these by yearly APR. Pretty good percentage rates. This is 13%. This is 123% Sol USD. And so you automatically just collect money, right? And then, so what I'm doing with this is I'm collecting yield you collect yield on all the transactions and you automatically get the money. So I'm just collecting the yield and I'm holding the token. And so if the token goes down, I'm still losing money, but you lose less money because you're collecting interest on it. It's kind of like holding a dividend stock that goes down, but these are really high dividends. And so it's a pretty cool setup. It's not too hard to get set up, but if you want more information on that, let me know. All right, so there we are. We're down. Let's see if we can make a comeback. If we end up having a bad market, I want to make sure that I don't blow this. I want to hit my goal, and I'm going to be consistent and keep you guys updated every step of the way. All right, well, let me know in the comments what you want. What do you want to see? Thank you.